There is an example of a big player making a big-time play in a big game. You talk about something that'll change a game, and a great veteran player, that's Rod Woodson. They're on the 4-yard line. The Broncos are going in. And instead of getting a touchdown, Rod Woodson jumps right in front of Clinton Portis, and he takes off. You think Rod Woodson can't run anymore?
And you have to do that after a 98-yard pick at age 37 and 5,200 feet.
And he's been on that ever since. But here's Rod Woodson right here. Now, he's playing a position they call robber. He's just going to come up and sit right here and pick off any crossing patterns and read the quarterback. Now, watch what he does. You see him come up? He's just going to sit right there in the middle, look for crosses. He sees the cross. It was Clinton Portis. He jumps right in front of it. As you say, there goes the 15-year veteran. And you can always tell when he doesn't have real great speed. When he throws like...
Hello, everyone. Bill McAtee along with Steve Berline exclusively for CBSSports.com. We're at McAfee Coliseum. The Oakland Raiders with an impressive win over the Denver Broncos 34-20. And Justin Fargas had a breakout game, over 140 yards rushing for the Raiders. They were impressive today, Steve.
They really were impressive, Bill. And I don't know where to start other than to say that from the get-go, they came out and made a statement. With their opening drive, ran the ball right down the field, 8 carries, running the ball, 5 throws, but every single play was a positive play. And then as the game went along, the turnovers became a very big factor for the Denver Broncos. 4 turnovers to only 1 for the Raiders. That is usually a big factor in a ball game. Cannot say enough about how well Justin Fargas played, how well Josh McCown, the quarterback, played, throwing for 3 touchdowns. A really gutsy performance today, playing with the injured hand. And then give credit to Rob Ryan and his defense for really shutting down a very difficult to stop Denver offensive attack.
And we also got to see Jamarcus Russell, who was impressive in his NFL debut. That's all for now. Tune in next weekend for more NFL action on CBS Sports. Our coverage begins at noon Eastern with the NFL Today, and throughout the week, stay on top of all the latest NFL news and coverage from around the league at CBSSports.com.
Peyton Manning, the last one, doing it in 07 against the Ravens. Now, there he is at Denver. What a great rivalry. What a great game this is going to be. Jason Campbell starting for the Raiders. Play action. Zach, Louis Wright was closer at this. I mean, Tom, he's wide open, 43 yards, 7-0 Raiders. So here comes Denver. You know they can throw it. Kyle Orton, this is going to be a barn fight. Kyle Orton, Chris Johnson, and he could go 30 yards into the end zone. 14-0, 4.5 minutes into the game. Tim Tebow at quarterback. Touchdown last week. Demaryius Thomas gets the flip. What happens? Ball's out. Lamar Houston. It's a touchdown. Play ruled down. Tom Cable. Challenge it. He threw that better than Denver.
Yeah, and it looks like Thomas's knee was down. When you look at it on the initial shot, you can see clearly there his knee was not down as Huff knocked the ball out and they recover it and go for a touchdown.
Darren McFadden with a touchdown, 21-0 Orton, sacked by Cameron Wembley. And Denver will play at Wembley Stadium next week, and that'll be quite a game, sending the Broncos and the 49ers over to England to export football. Never mind. McFadden, now on the next series, catches a screen, 19 yards, and he's in the end zone. 31-0, second quarter. But wait, as they say on late night TV, there's more. Orton, pressured, breaks the tackle, scrambling. Mike Mitchell forces a fumble. Recovered by Oakland. 1 of 3 Denver turnovers. Then McFadden from the 4. Thomas midway in the second quarter. 38-0. There he is. 38-14 third quarter. Tom Cable says, look, we got a quarter and a half to go. I want to talk things over. 4th and goal inside the 1. Come here. We're not kicking. We're going. Marcel Reese in the end zone, 1 yard. 45-14. I know this is paining you, Tom, but there's more. 5.5 to go, third quarter. McFadden. What? And he goes all the way. 57 yards, 52-14. 4 TDs, McFadden inside 3 quarters. Under a minute to go, Michael Bush from Louisville. Touchdown, 59-14. The Raiders call off the Dogs in the 4th quarter, 59-14. They scored 56 in dousing Houston in the playoffs in 69, 56-7. This, a Raider record, and ties the Bronco record for most given up. What was that? I mean, Tom, you lived this series.
Yeah, one of the great rivalries previously in the National Football League, and I think that it speaks to the preparation of the Raiders, the improvement of this team on a week-to-week basis, their ability to get up for a game like this and go on the road and win. For the Denver Broncos, a pathetic performance, a lack of preparation, a lack of attention to detail, and when you start considering what's happened since the Broncos started 6-0 last year, they've got some deep soul searching to do about who's playing football and how they're playing football.
4-13 after a 6-0 start last year. And McFadden's 4 touchdowns ties Marcus Allen, Harvey Williams, and Art Powell from the AFL days. Most in a Raider uniform. 4 touchdowns in one game. Whoa. Back with more on the Blitz.
Each team was sent a DVD by the NFL with examples of illegal and legal hits. Coaches were required to show it to their players. On a 3rd and goal, Campbell deep drop, set up the screen. McFadden, he's got room, and McFadden, second effort, touchdown Oakland. Darren McFadden looking like an all-pro.
Ran over Parrish Cox. Cox missed the tackle earlier in this drive. This is a great play call, too. The screen against the blitz out in front of Satelli. There's the shot right there. Cox misses, and Ronaldo Hill cannot keep McFadden out of the end zone. Wow!
You talked about it last year and how many close sacks he got or didn't get. This year, he's getting them.
What's up?
On 3rd down, Osweiler is dumped. Back at the 15, Khalil Mack. Emmanuel Sanders lines up in the backfield. Trying to get to Osweiler. Osweiler loses the football. A scrum for it in the end zone.
Right side of the screen, he's just going to overpower Schofield. Gets his hand on, left hand on Osweiler, and finishes the job.
Oakland electing to go for 2. Osweiler devoured. It's Mack with another sack. Number 3 for Khalil Mack. Dexter McDonald, a rookie from Kansas, 7th-round pick, is now in. Look out, Osweiler. They trail 15-12. Osweiler in trouble. Osweiler brought down. Khalil Mack. 5 sacks on the day for Mack.
I'll tell you what, Bill, you always have a speech ready to go, whether the Raiders win or lose. I know you got one today, right?
You know what? I do have something to say, you know, and I think if I'm addressing the team, this is what I'm going to say. You know what, man? There's not a person in this country that believed that you could come into Mile High and do what you did today. You hear me? Not one soul. But do you believe in one another? You're damn right you do. You trust one another? You're damn right you do. Do you love one another? You're damn right. And guess what? I love every one of you. Man to man. Because we did something special today. We came in here and we opened up a can of kick-ass on the Denver Broncos. And we did what no one thought was possible. Well, guess what? Guess what? When we take on those mighty Green Bay Packers, we are going to smear green and yellow all over the Coliseum. We're going to open up a can of whoop-ass that they've never seen before. You have no idea what they're going to see next week in the Coliseum, in the black hole. We're going to dominate them for 60 minutes. Because guess what? We believe, we trust, and we love. And we will dominate for 60 minutes. And there will be nobody that will touch us. Do you hear me, men? We're going to kick their ass all over the Coliseum. Get ready for the game of your life.